What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another reaction. We are finally getting into the ATEEZ album, which is going to be like my first album that I've ever recorded for ATEEZ, for which I'm incredibly excited. There are some songs on here that literally make me think of the movies like Django and Dune. And Outlaw, maybe not so much, but still kind of thinking of movies relating to like the Wild Wild West, as you know, Bouncy kind of like explored that and gave us quite a few references to movies, whether it's Wanted with the bullet, whether it's Snatch with Sun and Woo Young scenes, Akira, of course. There's more than a few references to various movies out there that I was very, very excited to talk about in the original reaction, which you can check out in the playlist somewhere up there if you're interested. Very excited about this one. Obviously, they have other albums that I have yet to react to, and I'm not gonna make any promises because I'm still kind of like behind on some other stuff, like the Stray Kids 5 stars album, which I hope to record a reaction for next Sunday. So I'm very, very excited about that, to finally, now that we're done, I believe, with all of the music videos for the B-sides, I'm very excited to get into the actual album because there's a few songs that have been hyped quite a bit. But before we get into that, of course, we are going to check out Outlaw, the album by ATEEZ, The World, episode 2. So without further ado, this video is probably going to get split into 2 parts. Seeing as having 5 songs in one video is probably going to get flagged, and this video is going to get blocked in general. So without further ado, we're starting off with This World. Let's go. Ooh. Thinking of Ghost in the Shell for some reason now. And Mick Gordon. Ooh. Oh. Oh, Jungle, you beautiful son of a bitch. Damn. Damn. Black shadow has no fear that 기꺼이 어둠을 맞을 때 경계가 흐릿한 순간답은 사실 모르겠어 hello heaven 비가드만 몰리는 거 지세가 거짓 선택은 내목 사건 속에 드러나는 포스 성각이 Me, chill the fuck out. Hold up. Whoa. Let's take it back. Holy shit. Black shadow has no fear that 기꺼이 어둠을 맞을 때 경계가 흐릿한 순간답은 사실 모르겠어 hello heaven 비가드만 몰리는 거 지세가 거짓 선택은 내목 사건 속에 드러나는 포스 성각이 구부르는 몸 저 어둠 속으로 더 깊은 곳으로 내목. Human nature is exposed in the ugliness, no more distinction between good and bad. Damn, holy shit. I love how this song like directly could be like a title track, and it connects so well to Gorilla, to Halazia. Actually, in a funny way, it reminds me of V for Vendetta more so than even Equilibrium, which was referenced a lot, in my opinion, in the trailer for the album, which had Gorilla as the title track. Yeah, this is awesome. Holy shit. Black shadow has no fear that 기꺼이 어둠을 맞을 때 경계가 흐릿한 순간답은 사실 모르겠어 hello heaven 비가드만 몰리는 거 지세가 거짓 선택은 내목 사건 속에 드러나는 포스 성각이 구부르는 몸 저 어둠 속으로 더 깊은 곳으로 더 I think I'm falling down here slowly I'm going down Damn. That build-up was beautiful. Oh. This song is one breakdown away from being like metal. Oh, we're entering almost like this operatic Phantom of the Opera kind of shit. Holy. Damn, so ominous. Damn. Wait, hold up. Let's take it back. I love this fucking song. This is already one of my favorite songs by ATEEZ. It's already like top 5. Interesting that I think the chorus changed a little bit. That was awesome. The lyrics changed. Like this song is almost like giving me Ghost in the Shell kind of vibes. It gives me Mick Gordon kind of vibes. It gives me like Tron Legacy even kind of vibes. But I'm pretty sure that the final chorus changes from the original chorus. Instead of asking what can you sacrifice, what can you throw away everything, they're switching it up, and no longer asking anyone to do something, but just doing whatever they can themselves, which I feel like is really, really cool. Which is why they kind of like in the context of the storyline with Bouncy and them becoming outlaws, it's like not even taking matters into their own hands. It's just doing whatever the fuck they want to do. And if you want to join us, join us. If you don't, get the fuck out of here. Which is why we have them as cops, as you know, martial artists with Sun, bikers who are free. All of the symbolisms, the cowboys, the bikers, the boxers, the police, everything that the gunslinger with Mingy, everything that like shows them being almost like the anti-hero of this story because they're so tired from trying to be the heroes. This is really, really cool. And I love like desperation as like the build up. It keeps on. Oh, it's almost like suffocating you in terms of like there's like lyrics of darkness and failure or anxiety, all the things that just make you want to drown. So instead of in my own kind of like beliefs and trying to convince people to go with me, much like they did in Gorilla, because all of their best attempts were not good enough. It didn't do shit at the end. But it did inspire someone because that kid did enter that facility in the end. Then Halazia, like the final chorus, like the build up, it almost felt like I could visualize the scene of Sun pulling the gravity down. I can imagine a lot of the scenes from Halazia with this song, even though it's two different albums. The storyline still fits within like the final chorus and everything. It's not being able to take all of that because I'm drowning myself. So I'm just going to protect myself instead of trying to protect this world. I'm living in a fucked up world, and instead of trying to change it, I'm just going to adapt to it, and I'm just going to do my own thing, which is why they're like outlaws and all that kind of stuff and Bouncy. Instead of changing the world, I will change my world. By doing so, I'll be ready for whatever, because I've already faced so much darkness and shit. Hold back all of my sacrifice, throwing myself more and more and more. Like, I feel like it's a really cool switch up, almost like a realization moment from the first two choruses, as the build up with all of the darkness, and you sung with his deep voice, like really talking about, like, emphasizing all of the shit that is happening. So seeing as this is an album reaction, I'm not going to focus on each of the songs for too much time, but just in general, like the overall storyline within the lyrics here, and just the emphasis of the darkness, and especially with the keys as it mounts the build up to like the crescendo and everything, really kind of like very dark and gloomy and ominous, very operatic kind of like thing happening there. I really love the production. Already top 3 songs by ATEEZ with this one. Let's move on to the next song. Hala hala, nice. This connects very well to the previous song. Oh my god. Are you casting a spell, my guy? What the fuck? That was... I really wish that ATEEZ would just have a proper breakdown and just for one album turn into like a metalcore band. I mean, is that too much to ask? Like, holy shit. Damn. Jungkook's voice, holy shit. Oh my. Okay, the water always goes dry. I'm thirsty. Even if I scream, it doesn't come out. You know what this reminds me of? Excuse B by Wasa. There was a very symbolic visual of Wasa in almost like this store surrounded by water bottles. She opens the bottle, she tries to drink it, but nothing comes out, which is totally random, but I don't know, it's just, I guess that was the first thing I thought about for some reason. But also, like, even if I scream, it doesn't come out. Like no one can hear me scream. Even if I'm screaming, it's almost like I'm in the middle of the fucking woods or in space. Like no one gives a shit. And being thirsty for something more. So it's a really cool, almost like this double entendre. And the water always being dry and always wanting something to quench that thirst, which is the thing that I'm missing in my life, as this song like really emphasizes like those feelings of darkness as much, if not even more, than this world actually, which is really, really fucking awesome. The hook was holy. This reminds me of Muse. Those vocals, holy shit, son. He sounds like an evil king or like a wicked mad king that is just casting something on you. Let's take it back. That was too fucking good. Holy shit, you song. From the deep, can we take it back again? From the darkest of the fucking depths of the earth with Yusong's vocals to like the purest of the fucking highs with Jungho, like the contrast it is fucking huge. That's what she said. That break was genius. The production is just insane. Oh my, that was a beautiful lyric. Oh, almost like hell and heaven. Why didn't I think about it until they both sang together? Holy shit. It's almost like the darkness and the devil and the angel on your shoulder. Like you're asking, who should I blame? Like, am I blaming someone or am I blaming myself for all of the problems that I have in this world? Is this world fucked because it's actually fucked, or is my perception of the world is what's fucked? So, and like the fingertips of despair seduce me. It's almost like it's so easy to fall down, to fall back into depression. Like it's so hard to actually walk away from something that is toxic, because as toxic as it is like, it's like venom that is just Venom, like the movie Venom, like that fucking symbiote that is just fucking, consumes you completely, and you can't, unless, like, you can't, for the life of you, it feels like you can't really take it off or escape it, because it's so easy to fall back into your bad habits instead of trying to do something new, and something that, it's almost like before something gets better, it's gonna get a whole lot worse. So why should I even bother trying to get better when it's so much nicer to just, sit down in my own darkness where I feel almost like safe in a way, because it's like false sense of safety, kind of. Damn. Holy shit. And then your songs and Jungho's vocals, the contrast there, like, it's like literal hell and literal heaven. That was amazing. And it's so epic. Oh my god, the transition was beautiful. That was amazing. Like, I don't know what else to say. I feel like once we got to that final section with Yusong and Jungho, and apologies if I'm butchering both of their names, once they sing together and like that realization comes off that it's literal hell and heaven, but it's hell and heaven in your head, almost like angel and devil on your shoulder. And these lyrics, like all of them, like emphasize all of those feelings of the desperation and want, like not being able to get out, like almost like the dry water, like still being thirsty despite having the water, being locked in, being seduced by despair, not being able to get out from the darkness because I'm so used to it, basically, and I I can't escape because I don't want to escape at the end of the day. Like, my desire to get over this is not as strong as my depression or my state of mind. Like, I'm not mentally strong enough to get over this because of all the hard work that potentially will go into getting better. I'm actually having a hard time now because this is already one of my favorite songs by ATEEZ. I don't know what to say. Like, both of these songs are so fucking amazing. I love the darkness. I really wish do like one single, like collaborate with Bring Me the Horizon. Oh my god, that would be amazing. Collaborate with with them or with Mick Gordon. That would be fucking insane. That would be like a dream come true for me. That I didn't know that I needed so much in this world. Again, the lyrics with meaning, even like broken lights. Also, in the beginning, they talked about a shattered mirror, if I'm not mistaken, like looking at your own reflection and seeing it being shattered, which is a representation of your personality that is gone. The chain tied and locked up reminds me of the visual from Halazia with Honjong, who's singing into a microphone that is locked. This is absolutely and always being breathless, always being tired, and of all many people, why is it me? So why is my suffering literally, like Yesong and Jungho represent like the devil and the angel on your own shoulder? Like, you always ask, why does it have to be me? Why am I suffering? Without realizing that, bitch, everybody suffers. It's just that others do a better job of either hiding it, or others do a better job of actually trying their hardest to get over it. But it doesn't mean that it's not easy. So I feel like that's really, really amazing. And obviously, Sun's vocals, damn, he really gave me like those Matt vibes from Muse a little bit. And like, again, the lyrics unreachable and it's getting further, heaven's door, like the light at the end of the tunnel keeps getting further and further away from me, which is like a representation of everything that is mounting, much like in this world, everything is mounting: anxiety, the depression, a failure, all of these things that mount and just keep me suffocated and locked up in my own filth in a way. And I cannot see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's just getting further and further away from me. Holy shit, that was amazing. Let's move on.